Yeah, baby. Oh, here we go. See how this internet hold up.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Groupers about to kick it away and get this season started.
We got horrible weather.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10.
Come on, baby.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will get the ball first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line.
Whoa. What they do with my offensive line? All right.
Opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job.
He's going to be 30-something overall. They're about to play lights out.
First down for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Wolverines will line it up on first and 10.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Come on.
Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They come into the season #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit like they did this offseason and be the #1 team in the country without getting a ton of impact guys that come in and contribute day one. Palmer, there's a lot of young, exciting faces.
Yeah, they don't look like freshmen either. I mean, these guys look like grown men. And remember, in recruiting, a lot of these kids were promised to get on the field very, very early. For this team to have the success they're hoping to have, absolutely these freshmen have got to get.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays? Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Groupers offense has the ball for the first time.
Strowski.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now on the option.
Come on. What are you doing, 97?
Give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming
What are you
up.
doing?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football.
Blue
Somebody has to
up.
have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him up.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Come on.
At the 40, there he goes. Bulldozes his way through. Racing down the left side.
Wow.
Touchdown, Groupers. He
Wow.
ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
30-something overall.
That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a
Great
few more
work.
drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and read.
Lot of room to the right. Powers through. He now has 56 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Wolverines are marching down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll try to run it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for yards.
Leaves it with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On the run, fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Motion from the wideout. He'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Caught in the backfield, it's Craig. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Good timing on the quick out. And they explode on that one, and they've got it.
Here we go, here we go. Is it blue song? Amazing idea. Những gò vậy nó sẽ giảm lại. All right, let's run it for real.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
They still want me to.
And the Groupers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Groupers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on first down. He's going to go for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the Big House fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Groupers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quick handoff. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year.
Turning it on. Not enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. On the option. Quick toss. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll leave it with him. Quick spin on the run. Finds finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They want to run it left here. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Close to the marker, it's Sheffield. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the groupers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The groupers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Returns like that are why you don't settle for a fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here comes the Michigan offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They go to the ground. Oh, better look out. Past the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. Inside, sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field.
So we got both 3.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown.
Let's run the same play.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they swarm him under.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. There he goes. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. And the Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Power football with the run. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
Excuse me, they are 40 overall.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17.
Okay, sure.
Going right to work up top. Under fire. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the groupers are facing 3rd and inches. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right.
Come on, man.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The groupers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds space on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, come on.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Groupers.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now
pulls it in on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The lone back's got it. Got room to work.
Come on.
He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Buying some time. Rolling right and going deep. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Groupers will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Yeah.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the groupers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Plows through the defense. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll start this drive with a pass. He fires to the left side. Wide open downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Makes the grab, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisiana is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about down on the Bayou for some time. They're up by 18 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Rides the back and leaves it. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So here comes the Michigan offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, Maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of.
Oh, he's got some space.
Let me
Able to
stand
pick
back
his way
inside.
forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Might be changing the route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's a good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
He has 89 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They believe they can run right here. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the groupers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Why can't I call a
We got a
timeout?
timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the groupers will put it away on 4th down.
What, baby? Give me that little burst. See that little burst.
Let's see what he can do with it.
Oh, I had it. I had it. That's my fault. That's my fault.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Oh, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to go in at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
A shot toward the end zone. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out.
Holding call.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here we go. The sure hands, it's Jeffrey. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's hit. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver.
Oh my God.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Spins away. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On third down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Got enough for the first.
Come on now.
Contact.
Come on, sir.
Touchdown, Groupers. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
2 drives, but they said, yeah, we know what that is.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle.
Ooh.
He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
It's the cop. That boy cop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how some...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The groupers send out the punt unit. From midfield, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Oh.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Okay.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Shakes off the defender. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They've got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this one will be
Come on,
stopped
bro.
for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running it to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Wolverines are on the move. Motion from the wide receiver. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Eastern Michigan is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're 16 over North Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wicks. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Groupers will punt this one away.
Come on, bro.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And right down the middle. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the lone back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Running to the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The groupers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Finding open areas. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. And the groupers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The option look. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Sheffield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback? Is in store. We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Wicks. Quarterback extends the play. Bounced right back to them.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
Number 95, set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing
Get
up.
out of here, back.
Running wide open down the middle of the field. At the 20. Touchdown, Wolverine. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for room. It's Jeffrey. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The groupers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To throw, it's Hawkins. Buys a little extra time. Unleashes one.
Oh.
And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Give to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair filled with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 21 to Syracuse. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
The hate is crazy.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Come on.
And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
All right. All right. I'll let you have it. They hate on my backup, though.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. Speeding down the left side. The 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give on the counter.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The give on the option. Hard running there. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. Kick is in the air. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Second down coming up.
Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.